Hello. I'm remaking the Scramble for Africa with countries. Which countries? Well, some countries that weren't in the Scramble for Africa are going to be here now. I'll get all the countries set in here, and then I'll explain why I added them. Also, all of this might be a bit dumb, but don't be surprised when it is. Of course, gotta have the iconic. Now, did I add anyone else? That's not what I tried to do. Now, asking me if I added anything else would be correct, because I did. So, basically, I wanted to redo the Scramble for Africa with different countries, different empires, different ideologies. So, New England here, it's New Hampshire because that's the best state in New England. Portugal, obviously, Spain, obviously, France, obviously, UK, obviously, Belgium, Netherlands, Germany, obviously, Poland, Italy, even more obviously, Greece, and Sweden, because wildcards. And yes, I will be adding more than just the mainland territory they have modern day, because I'm annoying. Anyway, let's get into it. I'm gonna start just like giving them territory. I'll come back when I've... Alrighty then. Alrighty, Rudy, Mac, and Scooty, what's back here? Alright, so we're here. We're gonna start scrambling some Africa. I'm gonna be going down the list of nations on over here. From bottom to top, not really. I'm just gonna go across the continent and then over here. And see who's gonna take what. And yes, I gave New England, New Brunswick, and half of New York. And NYC. Don't judge me. I have a personal bias towards New Hampshire because that is my home state. Anyway, the UK is going to start their claims, and unsurprisingly, they're going to claim Egypt. But I'd like you to notice how they don't take this section. But they take all of Egypt. Dan. All of... They take, I believe, yeah, half of South Sudan. I'm looking at my map right now. And they take half of Eritrea. This is their starting claim. As you can tell, the British are being ambitious, and that's a bitch move. Anyway, the Netherlands, clapping back at the UK for being such a nuisance, decides to claim all of South Africa, but they don't get all of South Africa. As you may think, they do get barely any, but they do get some. Yes, for once, the Dutch get something in a Scramble treaty. I know, what a shocker. For now, can I... Oh my god, how long did it... Okay. Actually, went into Botswana, but... We don't deal with Botswana yet. This is the claim... This is their starting claim. The Dutch. There was like a stalemate between the British and the Dutch on South Africa, but the Dutch got the east, the west. I can't speak English, damn it. As for Belgium, their starting claim and their only claim for the entire conference is just Cabinda and everything, I guess, shortened version of the Congo. This is their starting claim. This is their only claim. They don't want anything else. We all know what happened the last time they took a part of Africa. Let's turn down. Anyway. Which? Paris. France. We know what they're taking. Their starting claim is northern Tunisia and French Algeria. This is just the starting claims. The claims will get a lot more ridiculous sooner. Later, they also take that little bit of Libya. Comes to Spain. Their starting claim is, unsurprisingly, all of Morocco and this little part of Western Sahara. Probably because it's near Las Palmas, or whatever that is. I forget what they're called. Geography island. And, of course, Italy is going to lay their starting claim. Nope, not on Chad. On all of Libya, except for this little section. And Lower Tunisia. Germany is Germany. We are the hungry Vatens. Yes. This is happening. We are seriously giving them all of the Ivory Coast. And we're not giving them that much power, but I'm sure the French would scream if we give them that much power. Their starting claim is that. And this. That's their starting claim. They had two, for some reason. Poland is the first wild card that I came up with. Wants all of this area in Somalia, and also this island that's a part of Yemen. Who's going to stop them? Sweden's starter claim is barely relevant, because it's like in Nigeria. Like I pointed to Western Africa, and then I was like, ha, it's in Nigeria. They just took all of Nigeria. For some reason, the British just don't acknowledge the fact that they want that they want that. They just don't acknowledge it and just let that happen. Now, that's the Greek starting claim. It's sad, I know. They wanted those, but they couldn't get it. Now, across the ocean, New England lays claim to a protectorate over Liberia, which will just look as an annexed territory. All of this area yes, that is our starter claim. It's very irrelevant. But that is the starter areas for all of the countries, and we're not even done. This is chaos. So we're going to continue with the UK. So they wanted this as their starter claim. And as the people who were second, they wanted something in the Horn, so they asked for as much of this as possible, and they got it. They even got a little bit of Kenya, but the rest was too close to call when it came to the British. Over in this equatorial Africa, for some reason they laid claim to this little strip of territory, and they got it because apparently the French didn't want it anymore. Now the Dutch are going to lay claim to a bit more of what they want. Botswana is still too close to call, and South Africa is also still too close to call, but the Dutch are some Nope, they're some sneaky little high boys, and they managed to get the rest of the area that for some reason was not claimed by either Germany or France. Yeah, I genuinely came up with this in Tech Ed class today. I came up with this in Tech Ed class. I'm an idiot, I know. Belgium didn't take any more claims this round or any other round. Now France, wanting a coastline, got the opportunity to take all of Western Sahara and all of the Mali Desert and all of this. All of this was claimed by the French, as well as this area. They get that entire territory. I know this sounds stupid because of this. That's why I'm making a video on it. Spain, who lays no more claims as they get what they want. Portugal, who is being a little Portugal, who is being a power-hungry nuisance, decides to claim all of Angola. And no one really complains because no one really wants these territories. And then we get down to Mozambique. They take they take a lot of territories in round 2. They didn't want anything in round 1. They had to continue to contemplate. There are some areas that are debated, like this area between Portugal and Britain. But other than that, it's just kind of like a free reign of the Portuguese. Because no one wants this territory other than them. They even take Madagascar. I don't know why I did this. I also did this on the Hearts of Iron 4 map chart map, so it's not going to be as accurate here. Germany. Your second claim is the rest of Cameroon, unsurprisingly. In fact, they go a bit deep. And then they claim a bit of Kenya and Northeast Africa. Or North Germany, East Africa. In fact, they even go for Rwanda, Urundi, and Zanzibar. So this is chaos. That's just concerning. If Germany cuts off this, then that's power. Now, Rome. The Italian government really wants northern Chad, and they get that. They even get the rest of Chad, which angers these guys, the French. They get the rest of Chad, they even go in here, which really looks weird on the map, but they don't get anything else, so who cares, right? Now, Poland's the interesting one here, because they, for some odd reason, they claim to Namibia, like what's left of it. Specifically that and these territories. Why? I don't know. I was probably extremely stupid when I did this. AKA I was in school, so I'm always stupid. Anyway, Sweden, what do they want? They don't want anything. They can't get anything in South Africa, which is, I believe, the coldest area of Africa, and they can't get anything. It's too close to call. As for Greece, since nobody seems to want it, they'll just take all of the southern Tanzania. They wanted some of this, but Portugal just got it. And of course, we've gotta look at what New Hampshire wanted. New England. I actually came up with all of this. I actually came up with this concept like in the middle of the night. I was just like existing, and then all of a sudden I was like, what if I was a delegate for New Hampshire and they gained independence? I was a complete idiot. I was also extremely tired. Basically, we're able to get... Why did I claim... No, no! See, that's what we get, and then we go... I think... Oh, yeah. Also, we were able to trade off some territory with France for some reason, like mid-round, and then we got a lot of Ethiopia. Nobody wants Ethiopia because it's like it would be too hard to capture, I guess. It was my thought process. Which doesn't make sense because who cares? Also, this is the last round because everyone got what they wanted here. Everyone got stuff here. Except for the people who didn't. So, what's left of South Africa? Nope, not Botswana. All of this and this part of Mozambique and this part of Zimbabwe went to the UK. And then Botswana existed. We'll get to that later. First off, up here, the rest of South Sudan is given to the UK. In fact, they take all of that, which kind of is good. Now, what happens here is Germany just kind of says, I want this, you can't stop me. And they're just like, Belgium, just take this. You may not want it, but it's for your own good. And this territory goes to France. I mean, perfectly frank, most of the territory I couldn't figure out what to go to just went to whichever country I wanted it to go to. Now, Botswana was an issue for me because I couldn't decide whether to give the Portugal, Britain, the Dutch, or the Polish. So I just decided to divide it in 4. Portugal gets this section. UK gets this section. Dutch get this section, and the Polish get the rest. British get this, but that is the Scramble for Africa I came up with in Tech Ed today. And yes, I did cause a bit of border shifting. Anschluss Part 2, Sudetenland, World War II Poland borders. I don't know if I actually got this right. I couldn't figure it out. Scandinavia. I'm sorry, Irish people. I'm very sorry. Dalmatia, Protectorate over Albania, Megali idea, I think. And this is the thing that I came up with, is if I were the ambassador, or just the Secretary of State for an independent New England, they get half of New York, a civil war erupts with Quebec and Canada, and we get New Brunswick out of it. And then Scramble for Africa, and we get quite a bit of territory, honestly. But overall, this would be Chaos. We're gonna name this Chaos. And actually, no. We're gonna go with an old name that only I will know. Let's check out the power dynamics in this world. This is definitely a strange power dynamic. I mean, if we look at the names, it looks like Chaos. Poland's in Africa. That shouldn't happen. So, if we look at the power projections, Germany's in first. I think that's because I gave them Austria, Switzerland, and Schleswig-Holstein, and the Sudetenland. I would have also given them South Tyrol, but I felt like that would give them too much power. I also would have given them, like, the parts of Germany, the parts of Poland they had pre-World War II. But I felt like that would give them too much power. But they still have too much power, apparently. Look at the power projections here. 8. Makes sense. So, I will probably be making a video later in my life. Or, like, later on my channel. I'll actually be making a video, like, I believe either tomorrow or I'll make a video either tomorrow or on Friday showing the future of how I feel like this world would go after I fill out this world and all that with the countries and what I think would happen. And then I'll play it out, make a video on it, and then bada bing, bada boom, we have this. I will get back to the AOH Age of History 2 A to Z at some point. And when I say at some point, I mean I will, maybe. And when I say I will maybe, I mean I will. But that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and subscribe to the channel if you're new, yada yada yada. I'm sure you all are happy to see that I am back. I will probably go back to regular uploads on this channel, because I have no idea what to upload on my main channel. I just uploaded the last video I had an idea for that doesn't revolve around 8 Deluxe and some random time trials. So, yeah, I'll see y'all next video. I'm gonna go. Bye.